Hello and welcome to the France 24 interview. Our guest today is James Conway, who's the former commandant of the US Marine Corps. Mr. Conway, welcome to the France 24 interview.
Happy to be with you, Mark.
I want to talk about the issue of Iran. There's a lot of talk about nuclear stuff, negotiations, but also about possible military intervention by Israel, maybe even by the US. What's your take on what's happening?
Well, it's a tough issue, for starters. If there were to be military attack, it would come in two forms. One would be a limited attack, which is as much as the Israelis could muster. Other nations could also launch limited attacks, but the problem would be that it doesn't settle the problem. You can delay, you can impede the development of nuclear weapons. But that's all a limited attack does, and at the same time, it pokes the tiger into reaction, and then you have the potential for escalation. The other form of attack is a full-out attack on the nation, regime change, if you will, and that's also very difficult. Tehran is a long way from the coast. Tehran is protected by mountain ranges and desert terrain, those types of things. So any nation that would take on an effort to effect regime change would face a significant military challenge.
So let's go back to option one. Do you think Israel could indeed conduct an efficient, limited military strike on Iran? Because some people say it's not feasible. They don't have the means to do it.
Yeah, I would not discount it. The Israelis have a very capable air arm. They've demonstrated it in the past. We have seen similar strikes, I think, against Iraq and against Syria. Where they enjoyed success, and in some regards that creates a dangerous condition, this mentality that we can do it and be successful at it. So it would be a difficult evolution, but I think I would not discount the Israeli Air Force capacity for a limited strike.
What about the second option? Who could do this? The United States?
Well, the United States could. The United States,
only the United States?
No, there are other nations in the world that can take on Iran, and I think they come on successfully, but it would have to be a major investment of a nation's resources, their manpower, the time that it would take to make it happen. I don't think, my personal sense is, I don't think any one nation would ever attempt to do that. I think it would have to be a collaboration of nations that agree that a nuclear Iran truly represents a danger to the entire world. And then a coalition potentially would probably be the best outcome if that were a course of action that would undertaken. But I can't overemphasize how difficult it would be.
Do you think there would be retaliation from Iran, and if so, in what form?
Well, I think, sure, there's naturally going to be retaliation. I think the first thing that you would see is a counterattack on world economies, Western economies, if you will, by closing down the Gulf. 20%